What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the family cookout again. I am your host, J2B, along with my panel members, Royal T and Holly K. And today we want to get into a topic. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. You know, but today we're going to get into a topic of power dynamics in relationships. Do you feel that there is a key to successful relationships, as in the power dynamics have to be one way, another, or is it more, you know, kind of if and whatever works for you? I'm gonna go ladies first, and I'm gonna get Holly K. I need your perspective. Power dynamics in
If me,
relationships.
if
That could be
men
like
shut the fuck up, it'll be just fine.
that is inaccurate. That is inaccurate.
Shut up and say yes. Shut up and take it. You'll be all right.
That sounds rapey. That
That's
sounds rapey.
we
That
gotta
sounds.
use we gotta say grape. We can't say the actual R word. We gotta say
Oh,
grape.
that sounded like a grape. That sounded like a grape.
Oh, wow. No,
So,
but here's my thing. Women struggle. So I know it's like this whole stigma, like, oh, women super, super independent or whatever the case may be. We kind of have to be because some women have been in relationships where they haven't been able to allow that man to be a power setting in that relationship. However, overall, I feel like if you're in a really good relationship and everything's good, everybody has their trust thing and all of that, I feel like women are supposed to be the neck and men are supposed to be the head. The two cannot work separately. She ain't got nothing to turn. His head can't turn. They supposed to work together. So yeah, you the head, but I control, you know, where it need to go. However, you still get to present as the man and wear the pants in this relationship. At home, I'm gonna tell your ass when you're wrong. I don't think there has to be a struggle for the power. It just has to be an understanding. That's all. That's it.
I agree
Royalty.
with that very last statement. that
Royalty. For 1 second, I don't want to cut you off. I'm not, but we do have a special guest to bring another female opinion on her. I would love to bring up our guest star on the show, Jazz. That ass. Yeah.
I'm not.
you muted.
Not gonna do.
I hope you can hear me,
Gotta
but you
gotta
are
unmute
muted.
yourself.
There you go.
Good evening,
Hey
everyone.
girl.
Hey, Jazz. That ass.
Evening. Evening.
Okay, so my opinion about the topic is that I definitely agree with Hollywood K because, as you said, if the man and woman aren't working together, it's not going to work. You're gonna always be butting heads, um, run over each other's toes because you're not one. In order for a relationship to work, you both have to be on the same page. You can't be over here doing your own thing and he doing his own thing and expect it to work. You're not going to last. So you need to be on one accord. Um, what I mean by is technically like when it comes to communication, at finances. Let's say if children are involved, how you going to raise your children, all types. Excuse me, stuff like that. So I feel like you need to be able to be on one accord. You have to communicate. As they say, communication is the biggest key when it comes to relationships.
And as Jazz said, and as Holly said, I agree with the last statement. Now, Holly stated that there should not be a power struggle. There should just be an understanding of where the power is and where it's dictated. Like Jazz said, communication is key. Communication is a very big part. But I do feel like power dynamics in relationships are more of like, people don't understand their role and things like that, how the relationship goes. If you get into a relationship with somebody, you realize you bring certain things to the table. Your power in that dynamic is being able to control what it is you bring into that relationship, into that table. So you have the power in over the stuff that you bring into it. Now the stuff that y'all create, maybe y'all both have power and dominion over that. But if I brought this into the relationship and you brought that, you don't have power over this and that. You got power over that. Does that make sense? Like I can't be in charge of something I
No,
did.
because if you in a relationship, there's no way you could sit here and say this is yours and that is mine. No, this became ours when you decided to open this. So this is ours. You don't have a this and I don't have a that.
People do that all the time. I'm just saying. So
They shouldn't. That relationship ain't successful. That's just like people with separate like married people with separate accounts. Fine, you can have separate accounts, but you need to have a joint one too.
I
Because
see that
what
happen.
you gotta hide from me or you don't trust me with. Now, it's different if there's a different something going on in their relationship. If that person is a gambler, bad with money, or what have you, no, I'm not gonna share my account with you. But that also tells me I don't need to be in this relationship with you either. I don't trust you with my funds. I can't
Oh,
trust you to take care of this household if I go down. I can't trust you to take care of this household if I go get surgery and I gotta be out for a minute.
that's
I ain't
that's
doing
a
it. I ain't
that's
there.
a different dynamic. So if me and my wife share a bank account, and let's say I want to surprise her with something, I go out and spend like $150 on something that's a surprise for her. It ain't even a surprise no more. She can just look at the bank account. Why are you spending $150 at such and such? Well, it was gonna be a surprise for you, but
Now that
hey,
makes you not smart. You should have took the money out the bank and went and go pay for it cash. That's what you should have did.
then you
But the
just see
money's still coming
$150
out
cash you got pulled
regardless.
out. Nice.
You
Why'd
could
you need
just say I'm doing
$150
something with
cash?
it.
Yeah,
I'm doing
buying a
something with it.
prostitute.
You doing
There's a lot
something?
of
No.
speculation behind that.
Men lie
Oh,
all the time. Don't act like y'all can't come up with no damn lie.
yeah, that don't
Women
work in
lie
nobody's
too.
favor. That don't work in nobody's favor. I promise you, because
But do
like
if
I
you
said, power
trying to
dynamics in the
surprise them.
relationship.
First of all, the person gotta like surprises.
Oh, well, I'm speaking from my perspective. I know my wife like surprises and stuff like that. But I know in relationships, a guy's explanation for something would not fit if a girl gave the same explanation for it. If a guy said, I pull out $150 cash, what you need with $150 cash? I'm just, I just need to do some things. That ain't gonna fly. But if a girl say, I took out 100, what you need $150 cash for, babe? I just had to do some things. All right, let's look at it. All right. If a guy go back to what took out $150 cash, what you need that for? I just had to do some things. That ain't gonna fly.
Why
That ain't
why
gonna fly.
y'all with people questioning every movie I make with y'all money with the money? Are you
What,
untrustworthy with the money?
could you go back from the top? I didn't hear the top part.
I said, why? What's happening with people asking y'all so many questions about what's going on with the money? Are you untrustworthy with money?
Oh no, I don't think nothing. It's not even like it's not even money specifically. Like I said, with anything, if a guy sitting on his phone, laughing at something, he hawing and giggling at something he see on his phone, girlfriend, whatever, ask what's so funny on your phone. Nothing, just something I seen. But a girl asks you something, nothing. I'm just saying the responses are not the same. You can't use the same excuse that a woman would give you as a man, because she's not gonna take it that way.
I'm cheap they get upset when I hear fun in the background. So I don't know. I don't relate. I don't ask people what they laughing at if they laughing at their phone.
I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about like your significant other, like your boyfriend or your husband or something like that. I'm not talking about just
My
some random
significant
person in
other
the
don't
office.
worry about what's in my phone.
Well,
See,
you
Don't
have
care
a
what's in my
unique
phone.
relationship in that regard, but as far as the power dynamic of relationships, I think that successful relationships have a structure, and that structure is like, I'm gonna just say, like, I feel like when men are in the right position to lead the relationship, it's better suited versus trying to always have everything boiled down to a democracy. Now, I'm not saying just any man needs to be leading. Like, obviously, he has to be the right man. But I feel as if, though, if you got the right man with vision leading your relationship, it's liable to go in a better direction than every little thing has to now turn into a democracy as for like, let's try to do this over here. Well, I can't just do that. I got to go talk to her. We got to make sure all this pans out and then do it, when it could be something so simple as, oh, I could just do this, knock that out, and we ain't got to worry about it. When everything comes back to, I get communication, but when everything comes back to, I always got to talk to you about this and that and this and that, to where it's like every little thing, like, it's like some of these things, I don't think that you got to run by me. If you know, like, if you could just go ahead and do that, get it out the way, that's cool. I'm not finna be mad that you did it. I'm gonna just be like, all right, you took the initiative, cool. Because now when I go take the initiative to go do something else, it shouldn't be a problem. As far as like people questioning other people's, say what?
Go ahead.
As far as like people questioning other people's like financial situation, it doesn't even have to be, are you untrustworthy with money? It can just tie back into a prior relationship that had nothing to do with you. It's like, oh, well, I remember when so-and-so, I was with this person, and when they started doing stuff like this is what became of it. Or when I was with such and such, when she asked me, or when she just, got some money out of the account, it turned around, she was doing that to this, that, and the third, which I didn't appreciate. Like, it all just ties back to your prior relationship, and are you really open to the thought of starting over? Because if you start over, it's a fresh slate. No matter what that person do, you got to wait and actually be proven that, hey, they doing something wrong or they doing something right. Not, oh, I remember my ex was moving like this, so when he started moving like this, he automatically doing something shady. Or I remember my ex-girlfriend did this, now she's also leaning that way, I'm feeling like she's finna do the same thing. Not every person is the same.
I feel like if you still get triggered by past relationships, you shouldn't be in more.
I agree. I agree with that.
I just want to say caveat on what Johnny said. Like, I'm not going to hold y'all. This is probably giving out some of the juice. But like 90% of the time when people ask me something, if my answer is, I got to check with my wife first, that just means I don't want to do it. And I'm just not telling you that. And I'm not telling you that. 70% of that time is legitimate. Like, maybe I should check with my wife on this first. But 90% of the time, I'm really like, I don't want to do that. But I'm checking with my, hey, you going to be able to do this and that on Saturday? Let me check with my wife first and I'll get back with you. I really just don't want to do that. I'm not. So if anybody watching this know me personally, it ain't nothing against you. I just don't feel like doing it. And I put the blame on my wife. She don't care.
That's what they there for. Yeah. I feel you on that though. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, hey, you actually do something. I sure hit that mother real smooth. Like, let me check with my wife. I get right back to you and never get back to you. It's like
it's the quickest response. It's the easiest. It's a go-to. It's a go-to.
It's like a bailout. I ain't gonna lie. It's a bailout. It is.
Quick bailout. Like, no. Pass it to my wife. You want to know? My wife don't feel like doing that. I can't do all that. My wife won't do it. So, it's quick bailout.
It's the assist.
So y'all talked about, y'all kept saying something about the roles. Y'all feel like women got a place?
Yes.
Yes, in society.
What?
Wherever they choose to be at the time. Wherever they choose to be at that given time. I'm not I like gonna say a woman's place is in the kitchen or a woman's place is behind the desk or here, there, or wherever. I work in a field where there are women in the field and stuff like that. So I'm not saying women got a place. I'm just saying in a relationship, people have like roles that they subconsciously or consciously are attempting to fulfill in the relationship. Whether you're a guy and you're consciously or subconsciously trying to be that domineering male figure in the relationship, be that what you consider man provider. I do this for my wife. I pay all the bills. If you're a woman and you like consciously or subconsciously trying to be that womanly woman in the relationship, like I cook, clean for my man, I do all this other stuff, take care of the kids, fold the laundry. Well, that's what you choose to do. Or if you choose to go to work and do all that stuff, whatever your vision of your woman in a relationship and man in a relationship, I feel like whether it's consciously or subconsciously, people are trying to live up to that standard of what they feel like a man or a woman is in the relationship. So do they have roles? Yes, but those roles are dependent by different people on what they determine their roles to be in the relationship. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I was just making sure y'all was still raised right.
Well, we want to say it like that. Hey, I stay seeing women in the kitchen. Just saying. I stay see the women of the family cleaning. Just saying. Like, I stay seeing the women of the family taking care of the kids. Just saying. Like, from being raised, it's like that's the thing. They're cooking, cleaning, kids, working.
As a matter of fact, Johnny, I want to ask you something as a married guy, and ladies, y'all can comment on this too. But I just wonder, how come the have you ever heard? I know everybody heard the term like your apology need to be as loud as your disrespect was, right? Everybody done heard that term before.
Hell yeah.
Yes. So, Johnny,
I
I'm
have
really
not.
asking you. You have not heard the term your apology needs to be as loud as your disrespect was?
Neither have I.
Really? Maybe that's just maybe the guys. Maybe just the
Hey,
guy.
I
That's
heard
because I
that.
don't
I
allow
heard it. I feel
disrespect,
that.
so you don't need to apologize.
Lo siento, señorita. Lo siento. Lo siento. But the term is like, if somebody disrespects you and they want in a public setting or something like that, then they need to apologize. That equates that on a public setting or something like that. Now, Johnny, say you at home.
Yeah, like don't. I was gonna say, don't like come for me and then like.
Want to apologize in private. Don't come for me in public at work, but then want to pull me aside and say, "Hey, man, I'm sorry about that yesterday."
Yeah.
That's what the term really means. But like I was saying, have you ever say you've been home all day, you been home all day playing your video game, you got a day off work, you at home, you playing your game and stuff like that, and your wife come home, you ain't cook nothing, you ain't wash no dishes, you ain't take no trash out, you ain't fold no laundry, you ain't do none of that stuff. You it's your day off, sat around, chill, play video game. Your wife come home, what's the first thing she gonna do?
For me?
Yeah, to say to you or what's gonna be her first reaction?
I was gonna say I answer.
Hey,
I don't know what his wife gonna do, but I know what I do.
A female answer is also appreciated. Go ahead.
well,
I'm on your ass.
That's an expected response, but I'm just like I said, I'm tying this into something else. Now put in reverse. Let's say wife been at work all day, this, that, and the third. She come home and you did cook dinner, wash the clothes, take the trash out, put the laundry away, and all that stuff. Now what's the response you get?
He might get his dick sucked. I don't know.
Might. He for sure gonna get you for sure gonna get on his ass, but he might get his dick sucked. That is it. The
He's gonna get some booty. I don't know if he's gonna get his dick sucked, depending on how I felt that day. But he gonna get some booty.
That's subjective. That's the whole point.
And like, why is that the apology don't quite equate to the disrespect you're gonna get for both. It don't quite add up.
Like, don't come to me on some BS, like being all loud with the rah-rah over something you may or may not have heard or suspected. But then when proven wrong, now when we get home behind closed doors, you want to be like, well, I'm sorry, baby. I reacted this way. I got a little like, no, you need to be just as loud and apologize to everybody else that you so-called want to throw in when you was showing that disrespect. It might not be like disrespect that other people might see it as in like, oh man, like she did that to me, we'd be over with. Like it could just be so much as like, a little bit of an argument. It don't even gotta be that heated, but it's just the way the argument kicked off. It's like it kicked off on a note that could have easily been avoided. It had you just been more considerate of the factors, either asking the question without assuming and going from there. Because when we wrong, we expected to bring you the moon, the stars, the sun, and the solar system to apologize But when more commonly than not, when a woman is wrong, it's more like the meme where the girl just sitting there. I apologize to him in my head. If he don't hear it, that's on him. I'm like, dang, where's my apology? Where's my I'm sorry or I was wrong?
It depends on what you do for real.
Why is it subjective as to what you do? Apology should just be an apology, rather it was something little
I'm talking
or something big.
no. No, you wouldn't have had a baby on me, kill yourself. That's apologizing. You wouldn't have married another bitch while you was dating me, kill yourself. That's an apology. You stumped my toe, I accept your sorry. You don't have to bring me no moon, no sun, and no stars.
Oh,
It's layers to the fuck up for the apology. I'm sorry.
They're layers.
It's layers. It depends. For me, it really depends on what you do. If you royally screw up, I don't know if you can come back from an apology. But if there is an apology, yeah, I want the sun, moon, the stars, hell, and heaven. I want to see all of it.
Hell to that too. Okay.
What
I just want to know what my choices are, my options.
what is your acceptable, reception of an apology? Say JoJo, your wife fuck up on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 5. On a scale of 1 to 10, the fuck up is a 5. What do you accept as an apology?
What's a 5? What kind of fuck up is a 5?
A 5 to him could be a 5, could be something else to somebody else. That's why I just say a 5. Just give it a number value, say 5.
What she do? Kill
All
the
right,
dog?
I'm gonna just put it like this. My generic response, no matter the scale, for an apology that I've made known to my significant other is, if you want to apologize to me, as one fellow YouTuber said, you either gonna have to suck a whole lot of dick or you're gonna have to kiss a whole lot of ass. He actually said eat some ass, but still same difference. Just saying, I don't want them just little pity patty I'm sorry anymore. I want the real. I want the truth. As a matter of fact, I got a perfect one for you right now. We finna ask Black himself, what would he deem to be acceptable as an apology? Welcome to the stage, Black.
What's the word?
Black. We talking about power dynamics and relationships, but at the moment we're getting into, if your woman was to mess up on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you consider to be acceptable as an apology?
Depending on how bad she messed up, the apology needs to be just as loud as the disrespect.
Thank you. Another man heard it.
You heard that before too? I've never heard of that.
Nah, that's them facts though.
Tell them, Black, these are facts. These are written somewhere. These are facts.
Right. Like don't do no shady shit or no fucked up shit, and it's publicized, and then you want to come and apologize to me like, hey, I'm sorry. Nah, fuck nah. I need that same energy when you know what I'm saying.
That same energy.
So what's a level 5 fuck up, Black?
A level 5 fuck up in a relationship. A level 5. I don't know. I ain't never really put it in numbers. I guess flirting at the club or something. I don't know. Flirting with somebody that's gonna come back around.
See, the Black, that's a 5. That's a 5. To some other guy, that could be a 9. That could be a 9.
9 to 10.
Because I flirt too, so you got to be able to give out. You got to be able to take in what you can dish out. But that's like a 5. Like this motherfucker gonna be coming around more than just tonight. Like I can see if we was just at a club and motherfucker like, hey, let me buy you a drink, you hi. But we at a family event, or I bring my lady around y'all and y'all gonna be around and she flirting with you. Hell nah. What the fuck?
Jazz, if you and your significant other went to the strip club and they smacked some ass, like grab, groping, what level is that? What number is that?
That's taken completely out of context.
I ain't asked you. I said jazz. Jazz.
For
Why does that laugh sound so familiar?
For one, I feel like, okay, I know you at the strip club, so I know the atmosphere and all that is going on. Trust me, I know. But I think for me personally, I probably won't take it as hard as like you being disrespectful or as you know, cheating or anything like that, because I know what men do when at the strip club. I already know you got a whole bunch of ass shaking in your face. You ain't gonna sit there and just let the woman shake her ass in your face. You ain't gonna do nothing. I already know what's gonna happen. But let's just say,
Well, he have to ask first.
Huh?
Well, he has to ask first.
No.
Like you cool with me going to smack her ass and.
Like, let's say, okay, if I'm there too, I'm probably gonna put myself up. I've never been to a strip club. I know I'm too old to not have ever.
Don't go with your significant other. You might be appalled.
But I have people that have.
You might have to clench your pearls.
Like I said, you gotta take in the dynamic of like where you at. If we at a nudist beach,
I know what's going
titties, on. Like, is that my fault?
Like, but like I said, I wouldn't be upset. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to ask me. If I'm there, okay, cool. I already know what's going on. But let's just, if I'm not there and you decide to, do what you need to do, if you with your boys, whoever, okay, that's cool. But if you decide to leave the strip club and do some stuff outside, okay, then I'm gonna have a problem, because now you're being disrespectful, because you know that you're married, you have a girlfriend, somebody you see yourself with in the near future, whatever. So don't do something that you don't want the other person to do. Like, don't put yourself in that position. Like, you want me to respect you? Respect me.
So I'm just saying, if y'all know what I know it's hard for men to go to other men's strip clubs.
I wouldn't be upset if I'm there and smacking ass and all that stuff. If I wasn't there and you decided to, meet up with this girl outside the strip club and other things are going on, then there lies my problem.
It ties with what Black just said.
Let me ask y'all this.
That's my view.
Your girl.
Everybody I know everybody
your
has
girl
their
go
own
out
opinion,
for her.
But like I said, me personally, I wouldn't take it as, disrespect, because I'm there with my significant other. So if I'm doing the same thing, okay, cool, that's fine. I said I've never been to a strip club, but I wouldn't be upset.
Okay. Okay. Before everybody else gets started back in, I like to. Yes, we can hear you.
I can
hear you.
I hear you now.
Oh, okay.
I would like to bring up Britt, see what her perspective is on the situation. Just hey Britt, you're gonna have to unmute yourself.
Britt France.
Well, if we're at the strip club together, then the purpose was to go and smack some ass. So, that's that. But if you're by yourself, the strip club altogether, that's what you do when you're there. So I can't be mad at the strip club. But if it's some random chick that you're trying to get to know personally, then I have a problem.
What if they trying to bring the stripper home?
Oh, no.
What level is that?
You wouldn't get in on that. Say
what if it's a threesome though? Like he trying to bring them home we trying to bring them home to us.
Been there, done that. I'm cool. We don't have to do that in our adult life. Our old adult life.
It ain't nothing to shake things up, keep it fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all, Royal, Johnny, and Black. If your chick go on girls trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they go see Magic Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And Magic Mike done pulled him up on the stage. He done flipped the tossed, put his head in places he ain't supposed to have his head, and it's all on video. And she want to show you. You gonna watch it?
First off, why the fuck would she want to show me that anyway?
Yeah, why would
Why
you?
you want me to go upside her head? Like, do what you do, but watch my shoes. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, like you had fun, you did your thing, but I don't need to see that. Cause then, like, if you take that same scenario and put it in reverse, I got a big booty stripper right here. Got a couple of them, and they throwing it back. One of them got their cheeks on my shoulder, other one got his cheeks on the other shoulder, one in my lap. Like, do you want me to turn around and show you the video of me like smacking?
That was what was just discussed, and none of the female were like, "Oh, we going upside your head," and we're there with you, grabbing ass and titties.
But look though, growing up, everybody has become okay with double standards.
And see, the rub is men are not going to go to a male strip club with us, so it's one-sided already.
In both scenarios, like I said, your scenario did not include the men going with them to the strip club, but by the way you put it, it sounded like the guy already knew that he was going. Well,
now, put that in your perspective though. Like, what if we went to the strip club and we went ham and we wanted to show you a video? It'd be a different dynamic than I'm at the strip club, what I'm doing, or if we together, then you see what I'm doing. It's something totally different.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Let me tell you why.
I want to see.
I want to know
what you did,
what the hell you was touching, and how hard she was twerking, and I'm looking at your face the whole goddamn time.
Shoot, I'm not recording my face, so I ain't recording my face.
I'm looking to see how much you enjoyed it and how much she looked like me or don't look like me, so I know if I need to go
dip out real quick.
Oh, so you taking it to a whole nother dynamic. It's a whole nother dynamic.
Personal with females.
It must be. It gotta be personal with females. It's very personal. It's very personal. That's why even like I feel like personally, like I wouldn't go to the strip club with my significant other. I wouldn't want to put them in that uncomfortable setting and frame of mind. Like, is this what you like? This what you like, this type of thing. All this. So, and then she's just sitting there waiting for me to see who I get a dance from. And it's like, oh, this is what you into. No,
I mean, people do it all the time anyway without being at the strip club. If you get with somebody and they see your ex, or they see a picture of your ex, or they see something, they like, oh, okay. Oh, she don't look shit like me.
And I promise I just had a similar conversation with my wife probably like a day or two ago. Like, she said, like, yeah, this, that, and the third with your exes. I'm not like your exes. I don't look like them. I'm like, okay, you comparing my exes to a small sample size of the number of women I've probably been with. You comparing these probably 1 to 2 people in comparison to the, let's say, 80, 90 people I've actually been with. So to say these 2 people don't fit these other 80, you can't say what my type is or not.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap with that. I'm with royalty on that. If you look at my actual exes, like women I actually committed to versus women I probably just hit,
you're working on a very small sample.
You're looking at night and day, low key. You're looking at night and day. Like
that's not a valid comparison.
Like if I'm in a relationship with you, looks are important, but not as important because I know in a relationship it's more long term. If I'm looking at just hit, like you gotta be it. Like so if you're not at that top tier to me of like what I'm looking at as a woman with a figure and everything, like
it's a lot of rhyming going on.
I'm just saying I'm not blowing your back out. I'm just saying that's like, what I'm getting at.
Like personally, like if you look at my exes compared to like my wife now, you could probably see some personality similarities because those are personalities and traits that I look for in a long-term relationship. Now, if you compare them to people, exes included, and everybody I just had sex with, you probably looking at a crayon box. Like none of this shit add up. It's just something everywhere. But
I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
Crayon box.
Yeah, you're probably looking at a crayon box. This person from China.
So I was about to say something. I was looking at something. Oh my God. Do power dynamics, are they in the bedroom too?
I think that's pre-discussed and predetermined and predisposed. Like when you go into a relationship with somebody, as they always say, as at least guys always say, you test the car before you drive it. You test drive the car before you purchase it. So you know how sex is with the person, and you know where the potential to go up from is. Now, granted, people get older, they want to try new things, they feel more comfortable with people, so they feel like they can express certain things to try. But I feel like naturally when you having sex with that person, you know the limits you can go to and stuff like that. I'm not putting all my business out there like that, but my wife will tell me all the time, I'm always down to try new things. Good to know. But my wife will never suggest new things to try. It'll just be like, if I throw it out there, she's open for it, but she's not gonna give me no feedback on this is something we should try. Does that make sense?
No. I don't know what I was trying to ask, but we didn't answer it. I don't know what I was trying to ask, but we were somewhere else. I was
yes, there are power dynamics in the bedroom. There's always a dominant and a submissive.
Yeah, so that's what I was. That part. So like,
well, as far as that go, like in the bedroom, that's more whatever you fancy. There's some pretty dominant men. We've seen 50 Shades of Grey, for those of us who have, and then there's some pretty dominant women, dominatrixes and whatnot. So that's different.
Bad reference. Bad reference.
How's that a bad reference?
That's a bad reference. It's not true. That doesn't do anything. That's very disrespectful to the people who live those lives.
How? I'm just saying, like, you got those extra dominant men who like to do the tying up.
I ain't talking about that part. I'm talking about you referring them to 50 Shades of Grey as disrespectful to their community.
I'm not okay. I'm only saying. I'm saying 50 Shades of Grey as in the things that you seen. Like, bro had that big sex room full of like things, and I'm like, that's more your.
I'm a virgin.
That's your speed.
I'm a virgin.
But like I said, that's them. Like I said, in the bedroom, between dominant and submissive, it's interchangeable. But in just the relationship itself, like if the man is not dominant, I don't see too many women respecting that man or even following his lead.
Lies and more lies.
Lies?
So you're telling me
in the bedroom, he got to be dominant in the bedroom for me to follow his lead?
I didn't say the bedroom. I said in just the relationship.
I was just on the bedroom. We never finished my conversation, but okay. What you say?
No, I'm saying
if he dominant in a relationship.
What you said about the bedroom, I said the whole dominant submissive thing, that's interchangeable in the bedroom. That's behind closed doors. That's literally between you two or you three or however many people you choose to have in your bedroom. That's between y'all. But as a relationship, as it relates to just you and him on average, not you, him, and her, or you, him, and him, like the man, if he is a beta, as a lot of people like to say, and he just lets you walk all over him, are you really going to respect him to really want to still be with him and follow his leadership, knowing that whatever you want to do, he's going to let you do?
Yes, I am.
Are you going to stay with that man?
Yes. Just question, because I think I understand where Johnny going with this. So let's say you with a guy who's a very assertive and dominant, regular alpha male in like society, in the normal societal world. Like this is the top guy, gets what he wants, very go-getter type of guy. Now let's say in the bedroom, he was into that dominatrix type of shit. He liked women to beat him upside his head and spank him and even put the dildo in his ass from time to time.
Pegging.
He liked that type of stuff. Now, would you take him serious in society when you know this is what you do to him in the bedroom?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Okay. That's different for everybody.
Because like Johnny said, don't nobody know what's going on in our bedroom but me and him. That don't make him less of a man just because he doing all this shit with me. If anything, I got a secret in my back pocket and I'm walking around on cloud 9. Like
But like that right there is the problem. that whole like, you see how you just put it like, I got a secret now, and if he step out of line, I'm gonna expose him, because you know the
no, not secret to expose him, but secret as far as this is me and my man. They all he this and it. Just like when people be like, oh, he looks scary, but he a big old city bird at home. He ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Oh,
women do that all the time.
You keep it as a secret to.
Well, in that
I just
regard,
know like what type of man he is with me and what type of man he is out there with other people. I get the best version of him because I get both sides. I get to enjoy both. You only get one. Ha ha ha. That's my secret. Not that I want to use anything against him.
Well,
even though I know women tend to hold the loaded shotgun for that day you piss her off. And
yeah,
be like,
I was gonna say, like,
that's why you piss in the bed.
You added, like, great. That's good. Like, you just, okay, the secret is you might see him this way, but I got him and he's totally different with me in a good way though. But as you just also pointed out, that whole loaded shotgun thing as to, oh, y'all just don't know that y'all think he this, that, and the third, but on the low, he be eating this ass like ain't no tomorrow while he over there sharing the blunt with you, sharing the drink.
Women be quick
it's not
to throw that out
it's
after
a bad thing anymore.
That's why you ate my ass. I was like, what?
It's just like, it's just something that you would use to like make him look bad. Or for instance, the whole like pegging him. Like no straight man wants to hear about his homeboy or just quote unquote alpha male and look at him the same when they hear that, bro, you allow this woman to do butt stuff to you and put her finger or a dildo or whatever the case up your butt. Like, bro, I'm not gonna look at you the same.
They just made
that's not your power. That's not y'all power to have though. And you should just not care what other people think. If that's what you like in the privacy of your own house, do that. And if it gets out, so own it. A motherfucker can't tell you about you if you're happy with you.
Boom, mic drop.
It sounds good, but it's still gonna be bad.
Then you're uncomfortable in your manhood if it's bad, and you worry about what they're going to say.
And your friends,
if you're comfortable with it, they can't do anything to you.
It's not about. I don't feel like it's about being comfortable or being uncomfortable with it. It's just a societal norm. Regardless if I'm comfortable with it, the next person comfortable with it, or whatever. If let's say it get out and people at your job find out, it's how society views it. You're gonna get looked at, maybe even treated differently if people found out such and such and such.
But do y'all really realize how many men do really get pegged out here on the low? It's a norm.
Nope, I don't know nothing.
It is a norm.
But listen to what you just said. On the low, you know what else is on the low? The down low.
A lot
homosexual
of
men.
Low.
That's where it goes to. When you're doing this stuff on the low, it's like the next thing you're gonna get is, well,
no.
If you already comfortable with a woman sticking a dildo in your rectum, you one step away from letting a man now insert himself into your rectum. It's really like right there how people be looking at it. You're literally like one step away.
And that's the silly part about it, because it's purely sensory. If you go back to Freud and all that, when we were children, that was the fascination. Everybody wanted to play with their buttholes as kids. Not saying that a lot of us did it, but that was the thing. That was a whole study on that. So you can't really base it on gay or homosexual, because it's a lot of straight women that like that. And it's a lot of straight men that like that. It's just a sensory thing. They like the way it feels. It don't have to turn you gay or straight.
Well, if you
and then how is it gay? I'm sorry, I don't understand. How's it gay if a woman puts on a strap and does her man in the butt? It's not a man attached to that thing. It's a woman attached to a thing. So when did it become gay? Because it went up your butt?
No, I didn't say nothing about gay. just a disclaimer. I didn't say nothing about gay.
You don't put disclaimers in every one that we did.
I have to let people know, like, I'm very particular with words I usually say. That way I know, like, wait a minute, I know I didn't say that word, but I don't think Johnny said it either. But that, like, as Britt was saying, you know, a lot of stuff are done on a down low, and as Holly said, it don't make you gay or bisexual or anything like that. But like I said before, it's how society is going to view you after. To get out of that mindset, society has to get out of that mindset. That's just not a
every time you say society or something about what's the norm, because people have been doing it and that's what's been going on, immediately I think of race. So I'm supposed to let people mistreat me because of the color of my skin because it's been normalized in society for this long. I'm supposed to allow that.
No, I think you.
I'm just saying, every time you say it, that's where my brain goes. It goes somewhere else. It does, just because it's always happened doesn't make it normal. If anything, it makes it always happening normal. So because it's happening so much, and how people feel about it, that's their problem. They got a problem, not the person doing whatever they're doing.
Well, people have
the definition of gay is happy in one sense, but still,
they be happy as hell too. Can't hurt them. Touch them, you going to jail. Try
it. They got rights.
That's
Roy, you're like, I'm not touching this shit. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
This is that button, like, I'm not touching it. That button, I'm about to hit the eject button on y'all. Like,
the PC button.
Hit the eject button.
Okay.
Eject those Cedo, cuz.
Okay, well, since we got Britt here, let's go ahead and get her opinion on the original topic, which is the power dynamics in relationships. Britt, do you think there is like a way that relationships are supposed to go to be successful, or do you think relationships are interchangeable with roles? Because nowadays it's like it doesn't matter who's basically the more dominant person in the relationship to lead the way. It can work either way.
We all love to say that it can be interchangeable, but there are gender roles that both of us cannot play on the other side. And it's just built by nature.
Britt, you on the same clip. I'm telling you.
No more. I'm done. I take her mic drop back.
But okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Britt, I promise you, I said that like 2 minutes ago. This is the same thing I just said.
But no, like there's a natural balance to everything. There's feminine and then there's masculine energy, and that can be interchangeable. But the actual role of living, there's just certain things men can have to do and can do that we can't, and vice versa. Like they can't birth babies.
Like what?
She
men
said
cannot birth babies.
Tell them, men can't have birth babies.
That's the gender role that they cannot. Well, science says they technically can, but I can't picture it. Where it would come out.
They get a C-section.
I'm looking down at myself.
Baby. Can you imagine a man getting a cesarean and then trying to learn how to walk all over again?
I'm looking down at myself. Hey, God knew I can give birth. This ain't what it is. God knew.
Sometimes I do wish women and men can switch roles for at least a week. They will kill themselves.
Either that or they be highly entertained.
Or highly entertained. They'll be playing with all kinds of shit.
That might be comical. That might be comical.
When you say switch roles, you just mean like switch roles in the figurative sense or switch roles in the physical sense, as in be a girl and be a guy?
All of it. The whole thing. Physically, mentally, emotionally. And I want to say a month just so y'all can experience the period.
A week.
I tell you one thing, as long as it's on a good week and not a menstrual week, I'll take the switch.
Nah, honey.
I'll take a
that
switch.
Might be the week you want.
You have to fly with somebody that's pregnant. You don't want to be pregnant that bad.
I'll take a switch just to prove, like, you know, I was reading something about this plenty of other times ago. But as Britt said, there are gender roles that guys fit into, and there are gender roles that females fit into. And like you said, doing this switch, as me and Johnny have probably heard from other people that we watch and stuff, like they say guys play life on hard mode, girls play life on easy mode.
Oh
like,
God, that's bad.
Huh?
What you mean?
Okay, Royalty, you mind if I you know give the example?
You may interject.
Okay, so from a YouTuber, I'm gonna give him credit because this is where I heard it from Fresh and Fit podcast. The ideology is a kid in the candy shop. Women are allowed to enter the candy shop as soon as they hit 18 years old, right? And they're allowed to divvy in and indulge in as much candy as they want as soon as they turn 18. And they get to do this for a long time until, you know, basically they get tired of the candy or whatever, they get cavities, whatever.
Men don't do that.
Hold on now, Brett. I'm getting to it. Now, men can't enter this candy store until they've hit a certain age, made a certain amount of income, and been able to provide and subject themselves to a certain lifestyle for a good duration of time. Then that man can go in the candy store. But until then, it's like we on the outside looking in at all the women in the candy store going bonkers. But then the women been in there so long, they know, well, I don't like this licorice, but I like these Skittles. I'm cool with Kit Kats, but I prefer a Snickers. But then once you see a man enter the candy store and he over there going crazy with the, hey, I'm eating this, I'm eating that, I'm eating this, I'm eating that. You got women looking at him crazy because they just like, hey, why is he going crazy in the candy store? Do he not know what he want? Well, he's never been allowed to be in the candy store until now. So he got to try everything y'all tried that y'all were able to access at an earlier age. And we as men on the outside looking at that man who finally got in the candy store, we championing them all like, yeah, bro, you better eat that Snickers. You better try that Kit Kat. You better try them Skittles. You better try that Mr. Good Bar. That's how we look at it. Like say, men got to create their value. Women are born with inherent value.
No, I don't think that's true. Because women cater to men automatically just because we like you. So that doesn't make sense.
Women cater to men just because that's how they was raised if they got older parents.
Right.
Okay.
We're raised to think and be a certain way. First of all, I want to say, I don't know what the candy store is. What was it a reference to?
I was going to ask that.
The candy store is in reference to as soon as a woman, girl, young adult turns 18, she has so many.
Let me get this from you real quick.
Go ahead.
As I was saying, like playing life on easy mode and life on hard mode. If women often get invites to clubs, most 9 times out of 10, women can get in the club for free. Women can sell pictures of their feet and make tens of thousands of dollars in a year. Most men, a majority of men, cannot do that. A woman on even her worst day, Holly, you know, because we talked about this, even on her worst day, can get hit on by 5 or 6 different guys just headed to Starbucks. A man dressed in a suit, getting out his nicest car, a girl probably won't even stop but to say hi to him in most scenarios. A woman can go into a club, say she's not even drunk, and just yell like, hey, I want to get laid tonight. And probably like 100 guys walk up to him. A guy could be dressed his best, walk in the club, I'm trying to get laid tonight. And he probably get like not even probably 1 out of 100.
That goes back to safety precaution though.
And even then the girl might say you need to take me out on a date first, and I need to know you on a personal level.
And what happened one night stand?
But that's what's there are a lot of things that women have access to, like easier access to and things like that, based off being women versus men. That's what Johnny and I was attempting to say. Not to say that women are invaluable, like women are a hot commodity and stuff like that. But there's there's a hot girl thanks to YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat. There's a hot girl every like minute away. Every minute there's a hot girl, but not every minute is there a guy that makes $100,000 or $200,000 a year and looks nice, has a nice suit, and was raised right, as Holly keeps bringing up.
Because y'all was raised right. I agree as far as like easier for women to get away with stuff as far as like getting in the club, they get bought drinks and all of this stuff. But it's changing to where women have now approached men and bought them drinks. And I still can't say nothing about them getting in the club for free. Men but as many Instagram models there are of females, there's a lot of Instagram models that are males. There's a whole I'm willing to travel to Atlanta to go get me the massage that's always posted on Instagram. It's 2 black men with a whole bunch of muscles and a lot of oil, and they hold you all kinds of ways.
Girl, yes.
It makes me happy. So I do think men are given the same opportunities. Some men just don't know what to do with them. Some men are lazy. A lot of men are lazy, which is why women at younger ages are more successful than men that are the same age, because younger men are just lazy. Younger women are doing it because they have to. They don't want to be paycheck to paycheck and I ain't got nothing going for myself. They thinking ahead at a younger age. Men aren't.
I would have to give pushback that I don't think men are lazy, even at a younger age. It's just the world is viewed differently between women and men from a young age to now.
I disagree. I feel like it goes back to parenting. Mothers and typically fathers kind of coddle their sons because it's not safe for them to be out. Whereas with females, with their mothers, it's like you got to figure out what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and then you need to get yourself, together. Because 2 grown women can't stay in the same vicinity. Whereas a male can be up under his mother however long she cares for him to be there. And that could be until he's 50.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Hi, Kyla. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hey. I don't know what this is, but I'm in this hole. We here to speak, to piggyback off what Holly K was saying. Statistically speaking, though, this is a woman-dominated world. By sex, there are more women in this world than there are men. So in regards to suiting, in regards to dating, in regards to just the advantage, y'all actually have the advantage in finding the mate and finding the soulmate and then finding love, because you have more options. There's less men and you have less people to choose from. And just speaking on how men and women have so many differences, that's crazy. I was just on Twitter talking. It was a forum similar to this, talking about the same thing. We all experience different backgrounds. We all experience different upbringings. And that tends to make us unique, but sometimes it can also inhibit us from different people's perspectives and different ways to approach life, because some people aren't as adaptable. So when we lead with honesty, when we lead with compassion, and when we lead with adaptability, these differences and these upbringings, these different things that we have just as individuals can be somewhat leveled when you lead with honesty and compassion and adaptability.
I agree.
Which is probably why there's so many lesbians.
Let's talk about it.
I agree. Like Kyla said, there are statistically way more females than there are men, but that doesn't mean men have more of a choice. I'd say because a lot of women go for a very similar style of man, not to say the same man, but a similar style of man. If they going for a man,
And what is this archetype of the man? Can you describe
It's
to
the
me?
90% of women going for the top 10% of men.
What do you mean, like millionaires, basketball players?
They don't
hustlers?
exactly have to be millionaires and basketball players. It's just a man of means.
So describe to me this archetype of the man that you think that all us women go for it.
Not all, a majority.
90%.
When you look at a majority of women who are attracted to men, who want to be in relationships with men, 90% of those women want to be in a relationship with a man of means who can financially secure and withhold to the point of they don't have to worry about their future or needing to go back to work again because that man has the means to make sure that doesn't happen.
Even if we don't,
even if we don't, and I said y'all full of crap.
Yeah, because I guess I'm the 10% because I would like a man that has emotional intelligence. I would like a man that has aspirations and ambitions. The drive and ambition to get money is what matters more than you having it. Because you can have that and lack emotional intelligence. You can have money and you lack the depth to have compassion or just foster or cater to a relationship. You can have the bread and still be lacking emotionally, still be lacking mentally and spiritually, and not meet the requirements of what I need at all. So it's not just about a man of means and me retiring and being able to sit on my ass, because that's not the case. If you know anything about me, you know I'm a hustler and I'm gonna get that money.
So
I guess like I said, I'm the 10%.
Even if you take away finances and financial stuff, Kyla and Holly, if you were to go after a guy, let's say your dream guy,
he would not be Kevin Hart. He would not be Kevin Hart.
How tall would you want him to be?
See, that's the thing right there. Y'all get so hung up on this. Oh my gosh. I'm a 6 foot. I'm a 6 foot black woman. I'm taller than the average American person. The average American person is statistically 5'8". That's an average American man, 5'8". Average American woman, 5'6". Just statistically, I know I'm going to be taller than a large majority of everybody I encounter. So I have no issues, and I don't discriminate on people in their height. I just prefer not someone under 5'5".
Not like somebody under 5'5". What about you, Holly?
How tall they got?
Yeah, how tall would you want them to be?
How tall would I want them to be?
Yeah, how tall would you want them to be? How tall would you want them?
5'11" and taller.
5'11" and taller.
5'11" and taller.
So even as Kyla says, you just excluded a whole bunch of guys because the average is 5'8". Can this person be? Can this person be?
Let me tell you why.
Obese.
Like I gotta lift something to get to something.
If that's how you want to word it,
I love everything Kyla said, and she's probably the 10%. I'm the other one with a slight bit of more of what she had to offer. It's just you gotta look a certain type of way for me. Like I said before, it's not about the money for me, but I do need to be able to look at you.
And that's why I say this, even if it's not like to provide financial means. If you want a guy that's at least like, 5'11", 6 foot, okay, that erases like 60% of the male population. I'll watch a movie. If you can't be obese, you probably erase like another, 20% of the population. If you're looking for a guy that's specifically in like, some type of ethnic or racial category.
But see, well, hold on, because obese is, well, no, that's overweight. I'm not obese because I go to the doctor. They tell me I'm overweight.
Angle is not a right angle. That's a
I know, but what they're calling obese and overweight now, I don't think I'm overweight. Do I think I could be in better shape? Yes, but technically I'm overweight. I'm technically plus size. So that's why I said when you say obese, my thing is, do I have to lift a lot to get where I'm going in the bedroom? That's it. I want to listen. Y'all know what I said. If you ain't got to do it with me, you ain't got to lift to get nowhere over here. I don't have to lift to get nowhere over there. That's all I'm saying.
But in your situation, it's different because I mean, I'm sure me and Royalty know. Like, I wouldn't consider you plus size by no means. You just have a more curvier figure. So obviously, to the not so figured out females, you would be a bit bigger to them. Like,
it ain't the females, it's the doctors. Females love my body.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
I almost got an Instagram body. Almost.
But that's just what I'm saying.
Okay. Everything.
It's like, as far as that, like, if you want a certain type of man, as Royalty was already pointing out, like you said, you want him to be a certain height. X out so many people from the male population. You want him to be having a certain look, rather it be ethnicity or race. Okay, again, now X out so many people from the male population to where now, again, you're still diving back into that 10% of men pool that you want your man to be in. If you disclude looks, if you disclude money, you open the floodgates of men that you can be with, talk to, date, marry. But as soon as you start having that list and got to check those boxes, you are immediately, as we already pointed out, men are already on a scale of here, while women are on a scale of here as of how many women to men there are. So when you only got so many men and you start having those lists of things, that the number of men just keep dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. So it's like, you're going to have to, at some point, either leave the hometown you're in to find this man, or you might have to leave this country. I don't know. But it's
that's why I've been holding on to mine so long.
But it's just that type
none of them problems that other people dealing with. I just hold on to the one I got. I hold on to them. I'm all right.
While with men, since there's so many women, all we look for out of a woman are the looks, the femininity, and then subjective to each man, legacy and whatnot. Do she want to have kids? Can we have kids? Or do she already have kids?
Do she want any more?
Exactly. For us, the requirements are different. That's why, like I was saying about the example.
We were talking about how easy it was for women. I'm still stuck there.
What Royalty was saying was, on any given day.
I understood some of the things that he was saying. Club, understood. Being, like, before all of the, stuff was happening, I used to think only black men got killed by police officers. That's changed now. So I mean, besides the club, I can't really think of anything else that comes off easier for women than it is for men. I mean,
for women,
the dating thing.
The reason why we said on easy mode compared to hard, like, a lot of things come easier to women due to the fact that they're women, as long as they're on the attractive scale of being a woman. Like pointed out, going to the club, you get into the club for free if you bad enough, you attractive enough. You got women on average.
No, they get into the club for free because it's before 11 o'clock.
Nah, some of
them. But
them
they also start including that for men too.
They did, but look how long it had to take. But then again, we not finna sit here and act like it's still not an actual thing that certain women, regardless of the time they get there, will still be allowed in the club for free based off their attractiveness. You always want that woman to male ratio to be more women in the club than men. And the women will naturally bring the men.
That most of the time when you go to the club, it's $5 for women and $15 for men.
Exactly, because they want that ratio of women to be higher than that ratio of men. They'd rather you have so many women in there that are naturally going to then include the men versus, oh, we finna charge the men $5 and the women $15. Women ain't coming to no club like that.
But again,
Johnny, I just want to add. Now I see this. You throwing off the atmosphere. We need to see your Christmas tree in the background. See Holly's, see mine. You need to get your Christmas tree in the background.
Boy, but my thing was, we keep saying how I keep asking how it's easier for women and harder for men, and I say I only understand the club, and y'all haven't given me anything else besides the club.
Okay, you want me to give you other examples? Let's look at Tinder. One man on Tinder can swipe.
Wait a minute.
These are social interactions.
I don't do Tinder. I don't know nothing about Tinder. We can't use that when I don't know nothing about it.
You know Instagram? You know about Instagram? You know about Instagram?
Yes. But I'm barely on it. Barely on social media.
Even if you barely own it, you pointed out probably like 3 minutes ago, you this close to having an Instagram body. You make a public profile, get to your Instagram body and post a nice picture of yourself with that, with the light just right.
And a few hashtags.
And a few hashtags. You might get 5 guys asking to fly you to Atlanta or to LA or something like that.
Miami,
a guy on his best day with the right lighting and a few good hashtags ain't getting offered to get flown out nowhere.
He just getting comments and likes at best.
Why do you have more followers than I do? You know why?
I'm not talking about.
I'm just saying. Here's the thing. You have more followers than I do. And you barely show your face on social media. It's because you travel. Because you have the opportunity to travel to a bunch of different places.
This is true, yeah.
Aren't you a man? I'm a woman?
Yeah.
So it's easier for you to get your likes up. It's easier for you to start a social platform and build it real quick. I got to work for it.
I know women you could take 3 pictures and be over 1,000 followers and likes. You could take 3 pictures and be over 1,000.
I gotta have the right people following me. I don't know. Right. I don't post any. I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
The difference for you is you're just so disconnected from social media. That's the only difference for you.
This sounded real rude, and I feel like I should be offended. Because you said I'm disconnected. You made me sound old.
I can't even use the example of Tinder because you don't have it, you don't know it. Then you try to go to Instagram. You just pointed out he has more followers than you. But then again, that's because you just said it yourself. You barely know how to use Instagram. So naturally, he's gonna have the upper hand, being that he's on it and he knows how to use it. That right there,
but he's a man. I'm just saying.
But that right there, just again, you're disconnected. When you go to some of these local just club promoters of women out here, they got a gajillion, I'm exaggerating, followers and likes on pictures and posts versus if you go to, I just take a selfie or take a nice little photographic picture with my camera with a nice lighting and a picture in the background, put a little photo life hashtag, I'm only gonna get like probably 100 likes. These club promoters and women who promote going out and this, that, and the third, who get into the club for free, getting tens and thousands of likes, not to mention comments, not to mention people sliding in their DMs. Like, it's all that plays into a part that a man would, like Royalty said, with the best lighting, with the best clothes and all that, might get 1 or 2 DMs. While your DMs with the best lighting, best clothes, all them likes and comments, you're going to have about like 20 to 30 DMs off the rip.
You was Fashion Nova on.
Let me tell you what happens. When I do get on social media, TikTok and all of that stuff, and I see a fine man, 9 times out of 10, he far away. Ain't no need of me doing nothing with that thing, like sliding in no DMs or none of that. What I'm gonna do that for? He far away. What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do with that?
So if you see one that's close, like from where you live, let's say somewhere in the Illinois area, you gonna slide in DMs? You gonna say something?
No, because it's probably 50,000 people sliding in his DMs.
That's the thing. You keep referring to you got slide his DMs. If he find you attractive enough, he gonna slide your DMs. He gonna try to fly you out. That's the difference. You're not the one. Women are on the side of we're going to fly you out. Men are rarely on that side of
Men get flown out. The number of men that get flown out is so statistically low. It's not even recorded.
It's flued out.
Flown out, flued out. Whichever grammatically correct or incorrect version you choose to use, they didn't get flown out at such a statistically low level. It's not even measurable. More women.
Have y'all not seen all of these YouTube people and these YouTube relationships where the women flying out the men?
Negative. Because I doubt it's actually the women flying out these men.
Even if I did see those, even if I did see those videos, I'm sure on average more men fly out women.
I'm pretty sure they're flying themselves
out. I would not disagree. I'm not disagreeing with you that women are probably approached more than a man is. I won't disagree there.
There are princes.
Holly, when you shoot
I just don't get how that's easy. It's annoying, not easy.
Okay, put it like this: if you have a passport, there are legit, and it's nasty and it sounds bad. If you have a passport, there are men in Dubai, i.e., they call princes, you know, like royalty and bloodline and whatnot, who will fly you out to Dubai, give you money, and then shit on your chest. But you got flew all the way out to Dubai, and he's paying and giving you money just to shit on your chest.
You had me all the way up into shit. I was going to ask where to find them so I could go to Dubai.
But that's the
Johnny, didn't they just say what happened behind closed doors don't matter to nobody else?
Exactly. It don't matter,
what
right?
They just said.
That's a mental thing for me.
Defecate on your chest? Like, no, that's nasty.
It ain't even about anything else find out. It's in my head at this point.
Right.
Like, okay, obviously this is not a question to answer publicly, but he gonna shit on your chest and give you over 100 or 200K, and you could take that home with you.
You can't.
And nobody gonna really have to know because again, it's behind closed doors.
Knows.
My conscience.
Every time
your
conscience
is 100 to 200K richer when you get back to the States.
Your conscience got paid.
Damn, I can't pay for a new chest.
Shit on your chest.
No.
You can pay for a new
I'm
chest.
gonna have to pay that money to buy skin.
You can buy some new boobs.
Have to wait on donors with the perfect complexion. No, I'm not doing it.
No.
I wouldn't piss on him.
Exactly.
I would most definitely pull a R. Kelly.
Wait a minute. I take that back. I will piss on them. I can't shit on nobody. I can't do that because I pissed on people.
I would, because I can really say I'm shitting on these niggas. Like I really do that.
I pissed on people really for free.
Oh my god.
Where y'all going with this? Y'all talking about PC?
Oh my god.
That's just too much. That's too much. That's too much. I can't. No. One. No. Oh, that made my stomach turn.
But
would y'all let somebody piss on y'all?
Hell no.
But you want me to let somebody shit on me?
That's your body, not mine. I ain't say you had to. That's just the option that's presented to you.
There was a princess. If there's a princess in Dubai willing to give you $200,000, say, "Let me piss on your toes and your chest," you not gonna take it?
No, I'm gonna take that.
You coming back home $200,000?
I'm doing that. You telling me a princess from Dubai gonna give me $200,000 to piss on my chest to my toes. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there. She flying me
She
out.
just wants you to lay down and she just
all the
gonna,
food I'm eating.
she gonna
And I'm
crab
eating-
walk on your ass and just piss. That's what she gonna do.
And I'm gonna count to 200,000 while she doing it too.
You was raised right.
Look, she gonna have to. I ain't saying that's not a possibility. I'm just saying she would have to pay me a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. But at the same time, then I would also make sure to secure the bag. You better direct deposit that. I don't want cash because I probably can't.
Don't let them direct deposit. They might have a little string on it. As soon as they deposit, they snatch it back. Tell them give you cash money.
No, see, but that's the thing. That direct deposit ain't no string to it. It's more of a string to if they hand you a duffel bag full of money that the moment you walk out, you can get robbed.
If any Dubai princesses are watching this right now, contact me personally. I will, and I'll give you my information.
Likewise,
fly me to Dubai and piss on my feet for $200,000.
I take
US.
Me and my wife we will gladly take that $200K and cash out.
We can make
well,
this
when y'all do it, y'all make sure y'all remember me. I gave you
we can make this a once a year thing. Once a year, you fly me out to Dubai, piss on my feet, and give me $200,000. We don't gotta see each other again until next year. We can do this once a year.
Like, see you again next year, same time.
Exactly.
Okay.
Nasty.
Nasty. With $200,000. With $200,000. And now the next time you see me, I'm living in Texas in this big 6-bedroom house, and you like, how you? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
That's $200K untaxed. That's a gift. That's literally a gift. You can't put that as income. That's a gift. That's $200K untaxed.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
So when you see me pulling up with that Aston Martin, my dream car, I'm like,
so y'all gonna let people throw up on you too?
Yeah, Holly, that we having this conversation. Now you know if you do see me in a 6-bedroom house in Texas somewhere, you know what I did for it. Don't keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. When the people start asking, how did he come up on this?
I'm gonna tap you on your shoulder, be like, I know what you did,
and then keep it to yourself.
I'm like, look, here $100. Keep it to yourself.
Exactly.
100.
If you do, my princess knows some princes.
$200K.
My princesses know some princes. If you're trying to get in on this, keep it to yourself.
They got some siblings, goddamn.
No boo-boo chest over here. I'm good.
If they peeing, maybe, but boo-boo, no.
Technically, I don't know not one man that can shit without pissing first.
I might have to let them put some earwax on me.
Repeat that.
He just said repeat that.
I don't know, technically speaking, no man who's ever took a shit without pissing first.
Okay, well that's standard body mechanics. Okay.
So for him to shit on you, he's
wait, peek me. I said I was never gonna say this. I said this on my podcast, and I said I wasn't gonna say it no more. But you brought it up.
If y'all want to remember what that podcast is, I'm gonna drop at the bottom.
So for the longest time, I'm like, when I go to the bathroom, I piss and shit, right? And then when I'm sitting there for a minute, every now and then, piss comes out. You know, it just I'm sitting there and a little twinkle of piss come out, like little leftover pee. I've always asked men, do you put your dick in there or do you sit it in your lap? Like, where does the penis go when you sit down to take a shit? Because if it goes in the water, then you just got a pissy, shitty dick. And then if you sit it in your lap, you shit, and then you kind of piss on your thighs because it's sitting in your lap. Where does it go?
I got a visual.
I'm like,
where does
lost.
The penis go when
you ask the question?
I know exactly what she's saying, and I know how she's framing it. It's just more or less
graphic.
Look.
What is it? Does it touch the toilet?
When you was asking him a question, can you re-ask that?
Where does the penis go when y'all poop? Does it go down? Do you push it down?
Yeah.
Like, is it touching the toilet, the water, or is it sitting in your lap? Like, just like a hot dog with your thighs being the bun. Like, what does
I have too many visuals right now.
Let me tell you, I swear, I fight all the time. I'm like, I just want to be a dude for a day, just so I can see how many things I can do with this penis.
Okay, first off, you don't sit with your legs like it ain't a hot dog form. If that's it ain't in a hot dog form.
Definitely not sitting with your legs that close together.
Yeah, you're definitely not sitting with your legs that close.
Okay. So now I'm sitting with my legs apart and just gonna fall through the hole.
Yeah.
Well, we done got all off the subject at this point, talking about how where the thing go when you take a shit, like
eyes closed, just swinging. Same city, same friends. If you're looking for me, swinging.
Oh my god!
I am thoroughly
I asked
entertained
somebody
right
on the
now.
podcast, and they was like, "What does your mind do? Like, why does your mind go there?" I don't know. I've always wondered since I where it goes. Nobody's ever confirmed what happens to the penis. In every relationship I've been in with a man, they won't let me in the bathroom, so I don't even know what that's about.
That's different.
That's called privacy or privacy, if you must. Like,
can we talk about that for a minute?
No,
can
man,
we talk about this for a minute?
That should be the only place you leave me the hell alone. I'm sorry.
Men come in the bathroom with women all day long. They don't care if they in the shower. They maybe it's just the man that I deal with. But if I'm in the shower, they come in the bathroom. No, I didn't call you. I didn't call you in here. Why are you in here? If I'm pissing, you call me. No, I did not call you. But if I try to go in the bathroom while you taking a shit, door locked, I'm like, unlock the door. I need to brush my teeth. For what? I'm in here taking a shit. Okay, let me in. You taking a shit. So
you trying to save you from that aroma.
In the bathroom when you taking a shit.
You trying to save you from that aroma.
So I'm different.
I still feel when you come out.
I'm different in that aspect. I tell my wife like the exact opposite. Like there ain't no privacy. Like sometimes I piss with the door because we have a bathroom in our bedroom. So I'll piss with the door open. Like you ain't gonna shut the door? No, for what? If she in there pissing, taking a shit, she taking a bath or she taking a shower, I'll bust up in there like the police. Boom. Say, "Bang, what are you doing? I'm just trying to see you." We got one of them showers where it's just a little glass thing. It's just a little glass thing. So I'm getting my little fantasy on, the water coming down and the glass type of thing. Anyway, but like I said, there ain't no privacy. If something happened to your significant other and they can't, take care of themselves, you gotta know how to help them in the bathroom. If you ain't never been in the bathroom, how you gonna help them with what they doing in the bathroom? If I ain't never seen you shake your legs
for invasion of privacy.
I ain't gonna lie, I shit with the bathroom door open.
You was raised right.
I shit with the bathroom door closed because that's like an aroma. I'm not trying to get through the house, so I will shit with the bathroom door closed. But anything else, I could do with the bathroom door. At least my personal bathroom in our room, I could do with that door open. And if my wife doing, I'll walk in there on her like, "What's up?" She's like, "You in the bathroom?" "All right, babe, what's up?" "I just want to talk. See what you doing." Sometimes I just be fucking with her and just walk up in there.
That's all I be wanting to do, Roy, is sit in the bathroom and have a conversation while you on the shit. That's what I be trying to do. They don't be with it.
Well, I'd be okay with that, but I don't know if they gonna be okay with what that shit smell like, because it definitely don't smell like roses.
That part, and then they might look different.
Nobody smells like roses.
It's called shit for a reason. It's called shit for a reason.
But in men's mind, they feel like we just smell good all the time, no matter what.
Yeah, y'all dealing with the wrong man then, because I sure be telling my kids, you know what, mom fart too, and she look, no, I don't. It be women that do it. Like, no, I don't. I be walking in the bathroom after her. I know she done farted or shitted because the fan be on in there. And I'd be like, I know I ain't leave the fan on.
Real quick, what's the acceptable time after dating somebody when they farting around you?
When they farting around you? What?
Yeah, when can they start farting? After y'all been dating, how long after
farting?
y'all been dating? Huh?
I still hold it, so I don't know.
Damn, I mean, I ain't gonna care. I start farting after like a week or less.
Your
It's
comfortability
unhealthy to hold
threshold
that
is
shit
real
in.
low. You must get comfortable with people real quickly.
If I don't
say-
start farting unless I done had sex with you. If I had sex with you, everything else is off. We done did all the nasty shit we could do. This fart is nothing. You
I
have to
agree
take
with
it.
Holly. Once we cross that sex threshold, like there's like it's irrelevant at this point. It's irrelevant, especially if we dating. If we dating and we done crossed that sex threshold, oh, it's wraps now. It's wraps. It's wraps.
If y'all go on a date, and the girl fart in the car.
If it's our first date and she fart in the car, she gonna hear it from me for the rest of the day.
You funky
She
bitch.
what?
I'm not gonna.
She gonna hear from me for the.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let me re-put that. If she fart in the car on our first date, it depends if it's like we gonna have to put this in like literal terms. Did she like fart where it's loud, or did she like poop where it's like a little?
She did a silent killer.
Right. It seeped out, and you just start smelling it in the car like.
If it's just embarrassed,
I ain't gonna care. I must probably hit it with you funky bitch. Like why? Like I would have been more appreciative. You just farted and I heard it. I'm like shit. Well, it is what it is. But if you do one of them silent killers, nigga, ooh, you love.
She about to be embarrassed.
Have anybody ever farted during sex?
Yes.
No.
I have not had the pleasure of doing it yet.
You said
it's
pleasure.
Funny.
It's very weird I can say for a guy, it's very weird.
You farted during sex?
Yes.
The first time it happens, it's like, oh my God, what are you gonna think? But once y'all in a routine and you accidentally do it, it becomes funny. Like, oh my God, what just happened?
Okay.
Like for me, when I did it, it was weird because it was like pressure, and I'm like, dang, I got to fart, but I got a nut too. Like, what's gonna go first? Is it the fart or the nut? I'm like, I got to fart. I got a nut. Fuck it, both. Like, it was weird.
That's nasty.
Okay, first off, like when you're having sex, I imagine when people have sex, you like 90% naked, so your ass and everything is exposed. Farting, like you getting the full smell of that. There ain't no clothes, the barrier, or nothing like that. Especially if y'all under the sheets. Y'all
different. The fan on?
If the fan on, still, then y'all different. I ain't never farted during sex. I ain't never been with nobody that farted during sex. But if I was with somebody and they farted while we was having sex, like legit fart, not like they pussy farted and like they legitimately farted, I'm like, what the fuck? No, because that smell, it's wraps there. I'm done. I can't even. I gotta go. You might have shit in this
I never had that experience, but pressure, little air, it happens.
You farted during sex and y'all kept having sex?
Yeah, we laughed about it and just acted like it didn't happen.
Oh, you need to stay with that person for life, goddamn.
Oh, he love you.
Yeah, you need to stay with that person for life. Shit. I know. I
find if you laugh about it first before they react, it's not a big issue.
That's what I do.
My only issue would be, did you fart while I'm back there? Did you fart while it was more like just an open
balled
space?
Up? Like if you balled up type deal and you just let out one because your stomach's off.
But then again, being balled up, is this like balled up and missionary to where it's like it's just like there, or is it like balled up as in I'm still in that line of fire of that fart? Like that's what to me makes all the difference.
If you smell it, you're in the line of fire. Either way it goes.
What happens if y'all laying in the bed, you fart under the covers, and she lift them up?
Violation.
I'm doing that.
Wait. What? Did you just say that you? Okay, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
I farted under the cover. I lift it up because I don't fart regularly, so I like to see what it smells like. See how bad I am.
Oh, you different. That's terrible. You different. That's like saying if the girl about to give me head, but I gotta fart real quick. Oh no.
Well, yeah.
My question is, have you, Johnny, you too, when the girl farted, was she on top? Like, were you on top and then you just farted on the man?
No, I was in it from the back. It was doggy style.
You was in it from the back and you farted or she farted?
I farted.
Oh, okay. Because now y'all got me thinking there's certain positions like if you fart in this position, that's rap. That's your.
I'll stop somebody because I had to pee real bad and I didn't want to pee on them.
With females,
now,
like
did you have to pee, or was that more leaning towards the squirter action? Because
no, I was drunk as hell. I had to piss.
I was informed once upon a time that it could be along that border that it wasn't so much that you had to pee. It's just that you weren't familiar with the ability that you had that you could squirt, so you thought it was pee. And then when you went to
old
the
as
pee,
shit. I know when I'm having an orgasm and when I'm about to squirt, that was pure alcohol trying to come out, and that whole place would have been pissy as hell.
I'm just saying, I've witnessed the girl squirt and left a puddle to where you would have thought she peed for real, but she didn't.
No, I feel like all of that stuff is excessive and messy and
what?
Ooh.
Oh, you're that guy?
I don't know what that guy is. I know there are messes that get made, and some messes aren't worth cleaning up. I can
you that guy that if a girl squirt, bitch, did you pee on me?
I understand like the function of it and what's going on, but like the after effects, like I said, there's some messes that get made, and some messes are not worth cleaning up after. Like the effects or the euphoria you get from squirting is not worth the cleanup after, depending on the amount that you squirt. It is not worth the effects that comes after this. You know, I can nut on the sheets and just gotta wash the sheets. When you squirt, you gotta wash the bed. Goddamn, you gotta wash all the bed.
You said you gotta get the mattress, bitch.
Yeah, you gotta flip the mattress around. You gotta dry that shit. This is not. There's a whole much going on to this, especially like if you in the living room. If you in the living room, if I nut on the couch, you know, get the towel. You squirt in the living room. We need to get them up. We gotta clean this shit up.
Y'all stuff don't soak into cushions.
What'd you say?
You act like y'all stuff don't soak in the cushions.
Shit, you better learn how to catch, goddammit. Catch.
The double standards on this phone.
Yep.
Catch. What you if a girl's what you want to do? Grab a bucket real quick? Hold up, give me 2 seconds.
You better learn how to catch a swallow.
Just say I
tell you better put it in your hand.
Shit, I'ma leave.
You better catch it. You better catch it and swallow.
Y'all wasn't raised right.
I said, I'ma leave. That's what girl about to squirt and she say, just say shit, I'ma leave. That's what I'm about to do. I'ma leave.
Daddy, yours is on the stove right here.
Nope, never mind. I was talking to.
About telling yourself, look.
No, I said it on the podcast though, so I can say it. That dude, it was a dude. So when I was younger, back in my younger days, in my friendly days, way back.
Does this have to do anything with nacho cheese?
No.
Okay. So
no, I'm never gonna tell that again. But the dude, I liked it to play with semen. And I told him I wanted him to nut on my belly button, and he said okay, and he did it, and then he licked the shit up, and I was like, what the is naive? Why would you do that?
Pause.
Why would you do that? That is disgusting. Why would you do that?
Now double standard now. Double standard.
Tell me the double standard on this. Please tell me the double standard on this. I want to hear this double standard.
Now,
Because girls
we
will go down
said
there and rub
norms.
themselves and put it in their mouth.
That part.
Hold up, bro. I gotta.
But I'm just saying. I'm just going off what you said, Holly. You said you wanted to play with it, and he got rid of it, and he did what he did.
Exactly. I was
That's
a
what no
boss. I
evidence.
said I like to
That's
play
what
with it.
I'm
You ate it. I'm confused.
That's what I'm taking aback. That's what
You
I'm
took
taking
my
aback.
joy from me.
This nigga did what? This nigga gay.
Decided to be some shit. He was real selfish.
Whew,
That right there should have been a real telltale indicator that something was wrong. Something was wrong.
It's a lot of men out here that do that.
Whoa.
I'm gonna give
That's
Britt
just like,
paid. I should have got
it's
paid.
just like them doing what they do and then kiss you afterwards. I mean, it happens.
I'm gonna give Britt this one and go with different strokes for different folks, but I'm on Jesus. Jesus
I'm not
himself,
gonna lie to you. I got upset with a female when she let me like nut in her, and then she didn't catch it, and some of it dripped on me. Like I got that upset.
What?
Like I ain't gonna
You
hold
know
you
it.
because at that same point, I'm like I said, it's not for me at all. It's for you. So I don't want any
Let
of
me
that.
go outside.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you. First of all, you would have hated anybody like me, okay? Because if you fucked around and fucked up and nutted at me, I was pushing that shit out on your belly button, right on top of your ass.
See, I would have been pissed, man. I would have been pissed. Like
contracted the shit out of that shit.
Like, I would have been around when this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that pimp hand came so strong when that shit happened. I about to. Ooh, I had to woo side and restrain myself.
You wasn't raised right.
She cleaned it up though. That's the only thing to say that she cleaned it up though.
Johnny.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Let me get this straight. Just make sure I heard this correctly. You ejaculated into some female, and then some came out of her and fell onto you, and you got upset.
Which was his?
Yes.
Which was his?
Yes.
Which was his?
Yes, my nigga. Yes.
I didn't heard it all.
I said what I said. I got upset. Yes.
And you're entitled to be upset. That is your right. That is your feeling.
So you telling me you was about to a pimp named Slickback on her because some of your nut fell out of her onto you.
Because if that were the case, she
that.
should have told me don't do it, and I wouldn't have done it.
What?
I only did it because she
Wait.
requested it for me to nut in her, and for me to nut in her, I want her to keep that. I don't want no parts of that back. I don't want that.
So
I don't
you
want no
wanted her to
return to
just
sender.
leave it?
Huh?
You want her to contract them muscles.
Leave
Bitch,
it there?
hold that shit in.
You better learn how to do some Kegel exercises or something, but there ain't no return to sender over here. Once I give it, it is gone. I don't want it back.
I give it. I do not take
See
it
it.
away.
Them
like I
kids are
said,
yours, man.
just some of it accidentally fell on you. It ain't like she intentionally put this back on you. It just fell and it got on you.
It's like the
Shane,
way
put
we
her
were-
hand up in there and wipe it on your chest.
she didn't like, try to catch it at first, and
She
then
didn't give you the Simba treatment. It just fell.
She like tried to get up, and the way she was getting up, I'm like, okay, she finna catch it. And then like she was being real slow about trying to catch it to where some dripped on me. I'm like, hey, like I was like, oh boy, you just. But then she caught the rest though. She caught the rest.
But he okay with other people body fluids being on him, just not his own.
That's deep.
What's wrong with your semen?
My swimmers were not meant for me. It was meant for me to give, be fruitful and multiply. Not.
But the Bible says don't spill it unless you multiplying. So were you multiplying?
The Bible say what? What did she say?
Look,
The
at
Bible
the
says
time,
don't
I
spill
can't
it
even.
without multiplying.
At the time, I'm gonna tell you like this: it was just a night. I can't tell you honestly if it was intentional, unintentional, and the multiplying aspect, but the nutting part, that was intentional. I remember we talked about this. She requested
Wasted
that.
semen is a sin.
Well, that's exactly, it's a sin. She spilled the shit on me. That's a sin.
But she didn't want it.
He God. He God.
Sorry, Lord.
I'm gonna read about this in the 5th installment of 50 Shades of Grey. Make sure you eat it all, baby. If you spill it, this is a sin amongst me and God. You know?
But no, that's some real stuff.
I'm gonna need you to send me that Bible verse. I'm gonna send this to my wife. This is a sin, babe. I need that Bible
You can't
verse.
use it against her now. No, we're too far gone. You can't use it.
No, it's never too far gone. Now we can always learn something new.
I need that Bible. I need that Bible verse with the quickestness.
You're gonna have to drop that link in the chat or something. I need that.
I need that Bible verse. I'm gonna start hitting them with Exodus chapter 7, verse 44. To spill semen is a sin, love. You're gonna have to fix
bro. And Revelations, we had a revelation. God damn it!
You have to fix
you
that.
Better not. Hey,
let me look. I'm finished. It says when Onan had sex with Tamar, he withdrew before he ejaculated and spilled his seed on the ground. Since any child born would not legally be considered his heir, the next statement in the Bible says that Onan did evil and that God slew him.
See, look, you can't look. That's the point. When you see, so I was in the right. I nutted in her. It's up to her to keep that now. See, I knew it. I should have slapped her ass. See.
But that's only if you intending on procreating. If you're not intending on making a baby, you were in the wrong too.
What?
I know sometimes I do the devil dance, but that wasn't the moment at the time. I was just trying to.
Oh, Google says there's 31 Bible verses about it. Which one you want?
You can drop all 30 of them in the chat. I don't care. I just need that. I'm gonna look. You might as well say,
as people do with Bible verses, I'll pick and choose which one I need for my situation.
See, you just like the rest of them.
I'm gonna put look. No, I'm gonna put it on a card. I'm gonna hand it to a female. Like, hey, check yourself. Revelations, Deuteronomy, Exodus.
Be right back, y'all.
King James version and all that. I'm a Lord.
How do you watch this on YouTube?
Well, you can't watch it if you're in it, I guess.
Not me.
Oh,
you would have to go to the actual YouTube channel itself,
which is
Johnny 2 Bravo. No, it's J2B Family Cookout or J2B TV Family Cookout. It's one of them.
10 minutes in the show anyway.
Son, big head. Hand me my phone.
We got like 10 minutes in the show anyway. Johnny, do you have another question that could take up these last three?
Do I have another question?
Mm-hmm. Holly, you have another question?
I did not. I think
the name of the name of the YouTube channel itself to view it is J2B Family Cookout. Capital J, number 2, capital B, Family space Cookout. That's it.
That's it.
So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, we are also accepting Cash Apps to help support the stream and the broadcast. And when monetization hits, we will also be accepting super chats.
When your what hits?
And memberships. Monetization.
Oh, monetizing.
Yeah. So yeah.
Interesting.
Because the first thing I'm gonna do is use some of the quote unquote funds, unless I gotta use some of my own, and play around with this StreamYard, because at the moment I don't want to keep the powered by StreamYard logo in the stream. I actually want to put like my own logo there.
Oh. There was something I was about to tell y'all, ask y'all before we came on here. Like, so I remember there was something I was gonna say. I just can't think of what it was now. What was we talking about?
Well, if nobody else got any other comments, questions, or concerns, we can end the stream and just talk about that offline. That's
all right.
Well, you had another great show over here. Be sure again, like, comment, and subscribe. Yours truly, J2B. We out. Royal T and Holly K. Y'all have a nice one, family.
Good night.